With physical media getting bigger these days, which is pretty cool. As somebody who's always been into physical media, it's nice to see people getting into the collecting thing. I'm not really so much a collector per se, but it's cool to see. You don't see TV shows so much. They're still available on physical media. A lot of new shows do still come out, at least on DVD, but it's not as common and reliable. And it can be cheaper, it can be advantageous sometimes to go back and get random TV shows you want to watch really cheap on DVD. That's cool, but it's not as, like I said, reliable. All the same things apply. It's great owning your own stuff. Oftentimes it's a great looking version and everything, and you get special features. So it's fun. It's a thing I do. I would say, I probably watch 95% of my television on disc. I don't really watch streaming. I do occasionally. I'll watch it if it's on in the background or stuff that I just can't find. But generally, I just watch it on disc. So, anyways, let's just start here. I'll go from DVDs to Blu-rays, and I have one 4K show. First on DVD, I have the first season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, one of my favorite comedies. Here's what the discs look like. Some special features on here. Pretty low effort DVDs, but they're fine. And that's the thing. A lot of these, it's like you're not going to find them anything but on DVD. And it's like, do I really need Always Sunny mastered in 4K for the first season? Not really. It'd be cool if everything was in 4K, but not really. So there's that. It does go to Blu-ray at some point, and I'm not sure if they have the whole series, but those are really cheap if you want to pick them up. Next on DVD, these I got very cheap, brand new. The first two seasons of House on DVD. I love this show. At least like the first 3 seasons or 4 seasons, at least when they had the original team. I know they changed the team out, and it got a little weird, but they're great to watch. They're just a fun medical drama, and these are really cool. I have to say, of all of these that I have, these are the worst looking DVDs. My TV and my 4K player do a really good job at upscaling 480p content. So stuff like Always Sunny looks actually quite good on DVD. These look terrible. They do. They look awful. But it's a trade off. What I will say is cool is there's some cool special features on these, and I really like they took the time, and you don't see that a lot in DVDs, to really lay out the menus well. You have this episode index, and it tells you when it aired and gives you a summary and facts about it and who starred in it. It's very cool, and you just don't see that often. Next, I have a couple complete series. I have Married with Children. This is from Mill Creek. Mill Creek does a lot of these cheap box sets. They're super cheap, I have to say. They come in these cardboard boxes. And again, this is one that looks just fine in DVD. And they come in these sleeves. So, and these are kind of like really cheap, low effort releases, but it's a way to get the series on disc. Another one from Mill Creek is Roseanne. This is the complete series of Roseanne. 27 DVDs. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing about Blu-ray. If it was on Blu-ray, we'd have and on less discs. But this one's cool too. There's a lot of special features on all the discs, and yeah, and this one looks great. It looks just fine. What else do I have? Sorry, I actually have more than I initially thought I was going to have. I have the complete series of Friends on DVD. I bought these for my girlfriend a couple of years ago for Christmas, and I actually bought her. It was a whole thing I had to do, but I don't really remember the specifics of it. I bought these over the Blu-rays because this set had the full uncut episodes. They were like 25, 30-minute episodes versus a 22-minute cut, which I believe is what the Blu-ray had. I'm not exactly sure why. It was something to do with them going back and remastering some footage, like not original footage, but like the cut episodes they had, and they remastered them for Comedy Central. It was some sort of weird thing that I figured out, but something like that. Let's see. Those are all the DVDs, and I enjoy watching all those. Let's get into the Blu-rays now. I have season 1 and 2. Here's season 1, right? Yeah, and season 2 of I Love Lucy on Blu-ray. These look very, very good. And these are, I don't remember who put these out. Paramount. These are extremely well done releases. I should call them a high effort release. There are a lot of special features in here. If you're a fan of this show, that you got to pick these up. You can watch the show with the original cigarette ads and like the ad breaks in them if you want to watch it like that. It's really cool. Or you can watch the syndicated version, which we've probably all seen. That's the version we probably know. And just tons of special features. There's some really cool things in like some color episodes. There's an original makeup and like wardrobe test film that they did that they found apparently like in somebody's attic or something, so it was untouched and it looks crazy good because it's been remastered. So these are just awesome releases for a fan of I Love Lucy. Unfortunately, we never got the rest of the series on Blu-ray, and it's never going to happen. So you can get the whole series on DVD. I probably will do that someday, but these are very good releases. What else do I have on Blu-ray? Fargo season 1. I watched this last year, maybe. This was an awesome TV show. One of the best shows I've seen in the past decade or so. Very, very good. I'm a big fan of the film Fargo, and I was always worried about this show that it was going to kind of, I don't know, tarnish the legacy of that movie, and I don't think so at all. I think that this is having the Coen brothers as producers, but the guy who wrote this, I don't remember his name. One guy wrote all the teleplays and just did a really good job. And it just feels like a Coen brother movie. So this is amazing. Lots of special features in here. Tons of commentary tracks with Billy Bob Thornton. Really cool stuff. This one looks great. It's a fantastic looking Blu-ray. Next is probably my second best looking Blu-ray, and that's John Adams on Blu-ray. This is a mini-series from like 2009 or so with Paul Giamatti playing John Adams. And it's based on, I can't remember the author's name who wrote the book. He's written a lot of great historical nonfiction works, but this is what that's based on. This is an incredibly good show. I watched this for the first time probably last year as well. I've always wanted to see it, but I just finally got it, and it's incredible. I got this weird slipcover thing. This really like took me, by surprise. It was something that I was enamored with. I always like Revolutionary America history, but I went out and got the book, and yeah, I just loved it. That's got a ton of special features. That's an excellent looking Blu-ray. This is the best Blu-ray series I own. One of the best Blu-rays I own, and you've seen this before if you watch my channel, but this is Twin Peaks on Blu-ray. Some of this packaging is shitty. Like, this is the worst. I've complained about this before on my channel. People apparently didn't like that. They were like, you can't complain about the packaging. But this is the worst packaging I've seen in a long time. One of the discs isn't in the player right now. These often fall out. I'm going to repackage this, but regardless, this has seasons 1, 2, and The Return. It has a ton of special features. It's another one of those very high effort releases. The show, having watched the show in on Netflix and stuff in a horrible like DVD rip quality for years, it's crazy how good this looks. I have to say, of all the shows, this is the one I want in 4K the most, because I don't know if they can do much more. I know like almost all the show is shot on tape, but something. This is an amazing looking Blu-ray. It's one of my favorite shows, if not my favorite show of all time. So this is a great release. And I only have one 4K. You don't really see TV shows on 4K. You see Disney put out stuff, like stuff like Game of Thrones. I'm not really into. There's not a lot of modern shows that I'm really into that I would even know what to get on 4K, but like Fargo, but that's not out anymore. Or I don't even know if I mentioned, but Fargo only has the first 2 seasons on Blu-ray as well, like I Love Lucy. And the second season, I'm having a hard time even finding that Blu-ray. I don't even think it's in print anymore, so that sucks. So seasons 3 through 5, I think they're on 5 now. You have to watch streaming. Anyways, though, this is Blue Planet 2 and Planet Earth 2 on 4K. These are pretty well known in the collecting community as like reference quality discs. I don't necessarily agree with that, especially with Planet Earth 2, because there are numerous shots that are in 1080p. However, the stuff that's in 4K is gorgeous. It's very, 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 very good looking. Some of the best looking stuff around. These are great. I like watching these once in a while. I especially like Blue Planet 2. I'd never heard of this, but obviously to do with the oceans, and it's a similarly good looking disc, very fun to watch. And as a matter of fact, I think that Planet Earth 3 is out now on 4K, if I'm not mistaken, so that's cool. So anyways, those are all my TV shows. I just really like, watching stuff on disc. I like owning my own stuff, not having to rely on streaming, not having to worry, if my internet goes out for whatever reason. So yeah, that's it. As always, I'll keep you updated with stuff, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Let me know if you got stuff on DVD or Blu-ray or 4K, and yeah, I'll see you next time.